welcome back to another video, and today we've got my June plan with me in my bullet journal. So I put a little poll on my Twitter actually before I filmed this the day before, asking which theme you guys would want to see, and daisies won by a little bit actually. So that's what this month's theme is. I normally can't decide very well on themes nowadays because I've got quite a lot of ideas and I just never pick. So I put it up on Twitter for you guys to pick for me. This month's theme color is like a little yellow / orangey color, like the middle bit of the daisies, and just plain black and white after that. So for the front page, I made this sort of like daisy wreath sort of situation around the word June, and you guys know I love a good like circular sort of wreath thing for a title page, so this was a must. And I am using my Art and Fly Fineliners and my brush pens that I got from God knows actually. The link will be down in the description. I can never remember when I'm recording voiceovers. And the yellows that I'm using are my Crayola Supertip in yellow, my Zebra Mildliner in like a yellowy orangey color, and I think that's pretty much what I'm using for this month. So I used my Crayola Supertip to kind of highlight the days of the week down there so I could do a little monthly overview on the title page. And just did like a little grid just at the bottom. I quite enjoy doing these a lot. I just think it looks really cute and professional when you do it on the title page. I just added a little bit of a drop shadow with the Crayola Supertip, just to add a bit more color onto the title page and also make the title stand out a bit more. And after that, my title page was pretty much done, and onto my monthly spread. So because this month's theme is very like summery and daisies and fresh, I wanted to keep it quite minimalistic, as obviously there's not many colors involved, and I really love daisies ever since I was a kid, so this is a very nice refreshing theme for me to do. And yeah, I did my little black circles at the top, not circles but ovals at the top, that I've been really obsessed with doing on my monthly spreads, and then writing the days of the week in with a white gel pen. And I think this fit in really nicely with this month, as it's all very kind of like black, white, and yellow. For the grid, I think I should mention I always do 5x5 grid dots. And I just did a very simple calligraphy for, like a very spaced out calligraphy for the June thing over at the top. And then I added a little bit of yellow as a like highlight to the top row of each row, I guess, just to add a pop of color to each of the boxes, I guess. And I used my Crayola Supertip for this. And then, of course, I added my little mood tracker at the bottom for the whole month. I've been doing this for the past 2 months, and it's very helpful to have everything sort of in the same place in the monthly spread. And I did like 3 different daisy colors, like different color, like shades of yellow sort of, to represent my moods. So the top one is white, the middle one is like a light yellow, and the bottom one is like a dark orange. And that's how I kind of decided on my mood tracker. And then I kept doing like these really cute like daisy chains. Like everyone knows that making little daisy chains is like the best summer activity when you're at the park. So I kind of use that a lot in sort of like to make banners and stuff like that. I think it's a really cute idea. And I did that to put it above my monthly goals and just around my YouTube planner, which is where I plan all the videos I'm gonna make / post that month. And then once everything was sort of dry, I went in with my white gel pen, which is finishing. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, it's finishing a little bit. And I just added the days of the week over the black circles that I did earlier. And then I just drew out some little borders for my monthly goals and my YouTube planner. And I think it ended up looking really, really sweet for my monthly spread. I really enjoyed how it ended up looking. And with all that done, it's time for my habits tracker. So for my habits tracker, I'm keeping it pretty much the same as I did the past couple months, where I just put like little icons at the top for each habit, and then I have sort of a system where I go down for each day of the month and fill out if I did each habit with like a little dot or something. This one always works really well for me, so, you know, I'm gonna keep it that way. Although during the summer, it's really hard to keep my habits because obviously there's less routine, which is kind of a really bad trigger for my depression and my anxiety. So actually, by the time that I'm recording this, I'm just coming out of a really bad relapse, and I wanted to be real with you guys. It's been really hard, so I'm proud that I'm actually recording this voiceover and putting it out there. But yeah, so mindfulness is definitely a new habit that I'm adding into the summer, and doing my meditation every day to kind of add a bit of routine into my summer and just kind of help with my mental health, really. And I really recommend it to anyone out there who struggles with summertime and being out of routine. Mindfulness is definitely something very useful that I've recently started doing, and it really helps. So for my expenses tracker, as per usual, I keep it always the same. You know me. I just added a bit of a daisy chain at the top because I think it looks adorable. And I just added, of course, my expense tracker table. And then I just added a little bit of yellow color into every one of the daisies that I've drawn on this spread, and then used my Tombow Dual brush pen in light gray to add a stripe of gray to every other row on the expense tracker. And this is very helpful in sort of following the line and keeping everything and following through with things easily on a grid. And after that, it was time for my double spread, which is where I basically do all my lists. I call it my YouTube and life planner, and it's basically where I take notes of everything. It's basically my brain dump as well sort of page. It's where I plan out my videos and do my packing lists and stuff like that. So that's where everything that doesn't really have a place goes, pretty much. And I just did a bunch of daisies kind of in the corners and at the top, just making it a bit more framed, and I think it ended up looking very cute. And after that, it was time for my weekly spread. So you guys know me, recently I've been really enjoying this sort of spread type where I just keep all of the days of the week sort of in the middle of the pages, and then I have 2 columns on each side of the page. And I probably made no sense, but this is sort of what it looks like, and I've been really enjoying this type of spread, so I'm gonna be doing it again this month. And yeah, as you can see, I just kind of use my brush pen to add the days of the month over onto the side of each colorful stripe, and then added some little daisy petals around each day. And then I use my Fineliner to write out the days of the week in a very like small little spaced out font, which is something that I'm also really obsessed with at the moment, is doing this sort of like minimalist font on top of a stripe of color. I think it looks very minimalistic and nice. And then the last one over there on the bottom right is my weekly tasks sort of thing. So over on the sides, because this week was kind of going to be a bit chill, as all my summer weeks kind of are, I just kind of used that extra space to draw out some more daisies. But obviously you can use these extra columns for anything like weekly events, weekly tasks, mood trackers, work trackers, any trackers that you want. So it's good to have all that extra space in case you want to use it for something else. But I just use it to doodle. So yeah, with that done, that was pretty much it for my June bullet journal plan with me. I'm just doing a bit of a flip through right now for you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me set up my June bullet journal spreads, and I hope you planned along with me, and if you did, tag me on Instagram so I can see all of your recreations. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful June, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye!